Hey guys, I know it's been a while. So, basically, just, I don't know, like things like going on tour, kind of like exponentially, like going on tour and just like sort of like amplifying like my vision for like my new album and everything that I'm like dropping like kind of inconsistently, but like consistently like going out. So, basically I decided to do like kind of like how I process of how like I make a song and like kind of have like this like vision that comes into my head and then just like I like kind of like make it into like a reality or like a virtual reality essentially. But so anyway, just kind of like doing sort of like a routine of how that goes, but how I can like sort of, it doesn't always follow like the same process, but so sorry, I'm trying to just recording off of my like voice recorder implant that I have just like randomly throughout my house because I'm trying to like get other things done too. So sorry. Hold on. Hannah, do we not have any more roach milk? The roach milk creamer? No, I'm sorry. I know. No. I have to have the spider milk actually, not roach milk. So sorry. The spider milk creamer. Well, I'll, actually, oh, hold on. Actually, I found, it's okay. I found octopus milk creamer, so it's fine. Okay. Sorry, crisis averted. I have my octopus milk creamer, which is like pointedly like Vanta black ink, sort of, kind of. Not really. Okay, so I put that in my, of course, pumpkin spice latte that I made kind of like myself because I just like make everything. So let's get to the studio. Okay, so sorry about that. So I have my coffee. I'm just gonna like go over, teleport to my studio. So, okay, so the studio, it's kind of basically more or less just like my room. Obviously, like you've seen my house tour, and it's kind of like basically always under renovation, just because like I think the fact that like that one lady that made her house and like kept like building rooms and like building onto stuff and like purposely like was like trying to like antagonize her guests basically. I literally live for that, so I'm kind of doing like the same thing, but obviously you saw like the Mobius strip room and everything like that. So okay, here we are. So I have obviously my Roland and learning, still trying to like learn bass and like other instruments, but basically it's like super easy. So I have my keys, which it's like great, and I haven't like decided yet if this is like a video or like literally just me like narrating, but I guess it's like both since you could like see into my mind. So okay, so first I can do just like a mind map, sort of like meditation, but I'm not really like necessarily like into that anymore. I mean like a little bit, since like my last vibe was sort of like a Viking princess in space kind of, but kind of like moving toward more like just science and like notably like Brave New World, like kind of like stuff like that. So kind of just more like science based, but like kind of like a evil dictatorship also, like totally a vibe. So basically I used to meditate. Now I kind of just come into like the studio or my room or whatever and just kind of think of like what I want to do. So I actually had like a great idea pop in my head the other day. Essentially I was watching Cowboy Bebop, but also I was basically watching like Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma, and just like heavily inspired by like the vibe and like like obviously like like my obsession with pasta and stuff. So anyway, I was like kind of thinking like, well, why isn't there like an anime like pizza? Like I need like an anime pizza vibe. Totally my idea, totally my original idea. Like everything that I like just comes in my brain is just like absolutely like from like the 8th dimension or something. Like it's just like a terra block of like a sort of like element that like hasn't existed yet because like Mandalay like never even thought of it. Like he couldn't even. So basically I'm like, okay, I need to make a song like anime pizza vibe type theme. So I was like, okay, I'll just like, okay, so we'll go with that. So I'll lay down a couple tracks. So I get my keyboard out and I'm like, okay, and since I'm basically like part god, part like robot, part like interdimensional being at this point, like literally like music theory is just like totally like ingrained into like my subconscious and like soul. So I kind of just go to the keyboard and I'm like, okay, what key should I be in? I haven't really like thought of a vibe yet, but like let's just say like, okay, we want to do like a D chord maybe and like start it off in, I don't know, like it's okay. Not necessarily throwing out any like pizza vibes or anything yet, but it's a contender. So I just kind of like mess around with that and like get the base layer of like the chords essentially first, and then obviously like go in for like the melody and everything, and that could like very well possibly be like on the acoustic or electric, or like the bass, or just a synthesizer or something else like other than this, but just like basically like bass starting off. I'll just kind of like put something together. Okay, so basically I was thinking, I'm like, okay, key of C would like probably be fine. So we have like C chord, and then like the G chord, and then I kind of just like went back to C chord again, and probably put like some fifths in there, but just kind of good, like just 120 BPM, just kind of like the vibe. So and like and then the C chord or F chord, sorry. So basically like 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 and 6. So, or I'm sorry, 4. Yeah, 1 5 1 5 1 5, and then like 1 5 4. A good bass, I would say. Not like anything crazy, but we're gonna add like a melody to it basically. So once I like transpose that from my keyboard, I'll plug it into the DAW that I have on my computer, and then basically that's how I can like transform it into something more interesting. So essentially raw, we kind of have like just like E, and kind of go down to like a D, but it's still like with the chorus, so just, I don't know, kind of like messing around. So it sounds super, super, super like entirely basic at first. So basically I'll just like put this into my DAW, which of course I still use Logic, or like whatever it is for Apple, and then I also have like GarageBand. Sometimes I use, but mainly like stick to like Ableton. So I'll just pull it up, save it, export it, but you can upload it. Just save it as a MIDI file if you didn't already put it into your DAW. Of course, you can just like pull up Ableton, but sometimes I take it out and put it into like just directly into the computer via like Logic Pro or whatever. Don't have FL Studio, never used it, so not really entirely like familiar about it, and just like personal preference. So save that, and then I'll opening Ableton. I guess like I could have like screen recorded my computer doing this, but I like didn't. So I have Ableton. It's like really nice colors off to the side, really pretty. I guess I could like screenshot that. I'll just like put like some screenshots up. So okay, so I'm going to put that kind of just like what I just recorded into here. Then we stick to like the rule of 4, so it's already like in 4, and that's like what's great about Ableton is it like shows you like the time markers on the top of the screen of like 4s, whatever. So then I kind of like go in, and I don't really have any VSTs or like plugins or anything, so I'm just going to use like some packs that I downloaded, because I had to transfer this Ableton to a different computer because my other computer like pointedly like died. So I had to like everything that I had like downloaded and that did not save, even though I tried to put it on like an external hard drive. So that was like totally like a bummer. But anyway, so I transferred to here, so it's kind of like lacking, I guess, a little bit in like what I have like basically access to. So I kind of just like go around. Sorry, it's like okay, maybe that sounds cool, or like that. So this process can take basically a while because just trying to get like the right vibe. So I'll go through there, and I have basically what I have right now exported, and as MIDIs was the lead, piano, the harmony, the bass, and then like drums that'll go in. So that's kind of just like I'm just making a quick thing right now, because usually like my song's like 20 different instruments and layers and like 70 things at the end of it, but I'm just basically making it like simple. So I'll screenshot this and sort of like upload it. Okay, and then I'll pick some sounds. Okay, so right now I'm like, maybe that sounds okay, and it doesn't sound like as vibrant as I want it, so maybe try something else. Okay, so after messing around for like a little bit, I have like kind of like this water like intro, and basically that like is gonna be for like 4 measures, and then kind of there we go. This is the song. together. So basically that's it. And then I will put the finished rendition into the track.